Ah, you caught it too soon. It wasn't over.
I know, but I want to get it going faster. Oh, of course Ash tells me I can just lower the bit right now. Thanks, man. Well, I had to speed it up too, though. Frick it, whatever. Oh, I'm taking flak. Okay, so when everybody comes back to us in 4.5 minutes, it'll be great. I swear. Or it won't be, and I'm screwed. Okay, there we go. Everyone's got their info. I'm angry. So if anybody missed it, they'll see it when they come back now, all the damage numbers and everything. But JGX BlackWatch, JGX Black Omen won that one. Almost obviously.
Weapons online.
That was a 6-1 win for JGX too. And Lerm got a 29%. Sweet lord. Living the dream, staying alive. Did we? Oh yeah, we're waiting for somebody. I was like, yeah, JGX is ready. What are you talking about? Oh, it's violent. I didn't know you're playing for them now. You got this, Blue, with that dire star.
Bring in the ringer. Yeah. I had my didn't have override on when I shot the first things from my dire wolf. I'm like, I'm not dead. Of course, I'm picturing myself shut down for the first 11 minutes of the game while I figure out how to get rid of my mech. Oh yeah, press the O button. Uh-huh.
Cyclone's got the right idea. Ferret's gonna do a body painting stream.
Just body paint Adidas tracksuit. Ferret says I'll paint. I got.
We're losing you. She dying. Aw, uprising.
I just feel like we should be playing some music in the background, with him saying, I will paint your naked body on my naked body, says Ferret to Uprising. Uprising says, I will be your canvas. Cyclone needs an adult, yes.
Oh, this
Everyone
is awful.
So we are up and live and running, and you'll get to listen to our lovely friendly banter here. The teams are currently taking their sweet time, locking up their mechs. Looks like we have
10 seconds.
Still getting things in shape here.
I mean, it's good. We still got 79 people watching, and there's nothing happening, so that's a bonus.
Well,
I'm glad these people like me. Or hate.
I know.
One or the other, it's fine.
It's amazing. They're just waiting for your face to come back on the screen again.
Ah, that was embarrassing.
So as we see by the damage scores, JGX was carried very heavily by the fact that they managed to outtrade BlackWatch very, very heavily.
Yeah, Totok
With
doing the best work
both
there.
Pasha and Lermgod in the traders over 500 damage and medium mech traders. That was really good. Pretty much carrying the fact that Liz's Annihilator did largely nothing throughout most of the game. Pretty much all he did was shoot the Victor. He didn't really tank or anything.
Literally most of that game. Yeah, it's a bit odd to see that much done by everybody else and not Lizzie. I mean, he knows he's angry. We know he's angry. It's fine.
All right, looks like both teams are ready to go, and we've got the okay from Black Omen, and just looking for the okay from 228 here. Just do a final confirmation, then we will drop it back in again. And back in we go. Finally resuming here. Hopefully we'll have more than a PowerPoint show for you next up with the game.
That's how you play when you're still running, you know, integrated graphics. So look forward to better graphics cards out there.
I tell ya, I traded up. It's a good thing.
I mean, I run this off of 486 Pentium, so should be impressed. That is a lie. I can't afford that either. 386. But as the music starts, Bowser, what do you see?
I see.
Oh lord.
Okay, so much different deck from Black Omen. So they've went with double Grasshopper 5Hs. What do they have in the Grasshoppers?
And the quad Phoenix
3.
2s. Oh yeah, if you need to see what they have on them, press P, get your mouse, left click him, pick him, and then right click him. That brings up the highlight on the right bottom side.
So Pasha 6 MPL Uziel, Krasno 6 MPL Blackjack, 2 MPL Phoenix Hawks.
And they are pushing hard Theta.
Look, BlackWatch's deck though. I'm too slow. I can't even read it out. They took Laser Vomit Grasshoppers, so large, medium, and they took 4 medium Pulse Phoenix Hawks. They are going to be super aggressive. This is going to be a really, really fast.
Ooh, Dario going on.
And Dario already open. Dario's already open CT 1 minute into the match.
Yeah, he took 2 direct hits, I think, from Blue.
Krasno almost open CT. JGX is down very heavily.
Although
That is a hot alpha coming from that Grasshopper.
Dom is pretty hurting the Phoenix Hawk.
But yeah, Dario is just burnt.
Panic is pretty hurt too.
Oh yeah, open front CT yellow, that's yikes.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
So yeah, 228 aggressively took the top
So
holding
looking at the
Theta.
positioning of these Laser Bomb Grasshoppers for BlackWatch, they're not really in the fight. I don't like this at all.
It is a weird spot for them too, yeah. Just,
They're moving up though. They are moving up, and they need to be.
or they're just sneaking around.
Couple UAVs
Okay, so
up there.
JGX. Finally, I can get to them. Jesus. They have 1 AR large grasshopper and then 1 laser bomb grasshopper. So a good mix.
Yeah, thanks for slowing the match down,
But
guys.
BlackWatch is kind of stalling. I don't know why. They have aggression. They have the DPS.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna brawl, you want to find somebody out of position to jump on, and I don't think they're gonna get that.
No,
here.
because not necessarily, because that also gives JGX time to prepare, as they have. They largely have a good line set up.
I find it funny they haven't tried to take. Well, like you said, they were coming in for a fast brawl. Took Theta just because it was there, I guess. But leaving Sigma alone.
Yeah, they don't have Sigma, so they don't have cap control. The very least they could do right now is go get Sigma, which I think they are doing.
Oh yeah, Dom's heading for it.
Yeah, Dom is heading to Sigma, which is good. They're gonna need, if they're gonna play they want to play the way they want to play, then they're going to need to get Sigma for cap control.
Good strike there from 228 on, I think right beside Lermgod.
I don't know what they're doing, though. They're kind of just running out in the open on their side of the map, being shot at by JGX mechs. They're not taking a ton of damage, but it's like... I feel like they just need to hold position, especially if one of the Phoenix Hawk out of the fight. Looks like JGX might be moving up on this left side.
Yeah, Lermgod and Pasha moving out here. I don't know really who they're going to shoot at, but I mean, moving position, trying to get better angles, I think, not a bad idea.
BlackWatch is just ceding ground when they have the aggression mechs.
Yeah, strike there, trying to hit Lermgod, not getting any of it. Yeah, it was odd. BlackWatch, or yeah, Black Omen was starting to make those moves and then kind of hesitated.
Yeah, they're sitting back here chilling right now. Got Pasha repositioning up here, getting some height in that Uziel. Ooh.
At this point, BlackWatch really needs to reconcile on the center of the map and just not let JGX take ground. They need to fight them for every inch of ground at this point because they have cap control and they have the more higher DPS and less range. Like, they can't let JGX's 2 grasshoppers just farm them out. They are moving up on the right, it does look like. Yes, they are. All 6 of BlackWatch is moving up on the right here and through the middle of Theta.
I don't know if they see them over on Black Omen. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure they don't.
Jiffy is almost open. CT and the Grasshopper. Almost one shot, actually. Archon is also almost open. How? How is this possible? Both of BlackWatch's Grasshoppers are almost open, CT. Meanwhile, Lizzie, Grasshopper, 98%. Pasha, 93% Uziel.
Someone told Pasha to sit in the back. Ooh, Lermgod
Yeah.
getting hit with a strike. Only down 5%, though.
Dario and the Phoenix Hawk probably the most vulnerable with the open CT.
So Lermgod is also almost open CT in this Grasshopper. But Lizzie's completely fresh.
Yep.
And yeah, he's coming up top now to back up Lermgod. He needs to share some armor there. Ooh, Panic button not in a good place. 44%.
What is Panic doing? He lost an arm. He's halved, actually. He's halved in one. He's down to 2 medium pulse, and he's one-shot CT. Why did he do that?
And the only thing keeping Dario from charging him is the fact that he's also open
And
CT.
at
Doesn't
the
want to
same
take
time,
the chance.
JGX's lights are coming in to BlackWatch's back. The Grasshoppers are going to form Pincer, yeah.
Although Navid in a bad spot here.
Navid is in all of them. Yeah, Navid jumped into the whole
Yeah,
team.
before Pasha was there to help him.
Why did he jump into their whole team? They're being shot at by the Grasshoppers, though, but Navid died almost for nothing.
Oh, that is an ugly view by Dario. He better drop out. Yeah, he
5
drops back.
BlackWatch mechs in a 50-meter square.
And they are all in bad health. JGX actually in
If
good
JGX
health.
strikes, they need
My
to push
Kingdom
strike
for a
them now.
strike
Oblivion
there.
goes down. But Pasha is going to die very, very quickly. He's under... Yeah, Pasha's dead, pretty much. No, not yet. How have they killed him yet?
Yeah, there goes that. They threw a strike in
How
there.
have they not?
How is Pasha not dead? What are they doing?
Man.
Pasha ended up killing himself because it took them so long to kill him.
I watched that too. That was a Christmas miracle.
This is just cleanup at this point. Yeah, it's over. Despite the fact that Navid literally jumped into their team.
Just not able to get the right shots off and finish the guys. That's definitely hurting too.
Lizzie's still 92%. Like, why would you take an aggressive deck and then just, like, skirmish with it? I don't understand why BlackWatch did that. That makes no sense. They had the initial part of the game, just like on the first game. They were winning at the beginning. They made Dario one-shot. Like, they were down a mech. But, like... I don't know.
Well, I'll run us through the damage numbers there.
There's really not much to say. JGX did more damage. They took less damage, honestly. I feel like that was really cut and dry. BlackWatch's Phoenix Hawks did almost nothing. Like how? I don't know. Moving on, I guess. That was really cut and dry.
All right, that's it for Mining Colony. Another success for JGX on that one, and we're going to be moving it over to Canyon Network next. Hopefully, a little bit more luck for 228 BlackWatch. Maybe they can pick it up over in Canyon, but definitely the Mining Colony dominated by JGX.
Oh, it's not even giving me that match ID either. Son of a bleach. Well, that's disappointing. Can't talk about total drinks managed here. Like, why do I even do this? But another great win from JGX Black Omen there. Trying to solidify their second place finish in this tournament. Yeah, what do you think 228 needs to do from here, Bowser?
They need to get more aggressive. They need to actually, like, fight. They're, like, not fighting. It seems like their strategy is based off of not fighting. I don't know why. They need to fight. Like, as soon as they realize they got Dario open center torso off of the initial exchanges, it's like, push up. You have a range advantage. Like, you're never going to win off of caps fast enough. Like, the only way you're going to do caps is if they had just hid around Theta, and as JGX tried to take it, they just farmed them in the middle by just poking them with Phoenix Hawks, and then played a really slow game, but that's not what they did at all.
Weapons online.
Did 228 have any kills? I can't remember now.
They got two, I believe.
I'm gonna hope it's two.
We'll see, because the stream's still running.
Yep, looks like we're solid. All right, we switched it on over to the third game. This will be Canyon Network. This is also a third game. If JGX takes this one, it does mean that they have a win. However, we will play it out to the end and see how these two teams do against each other. Canyon Network, one of the classic competition maps. Lots of things you can do over here. The competitive teams, well, I don't speak for them because I'm not on them, but they just love them.
Yes. Bowser, tell me how much you love this map. Lie to me.
What?
We're just saying how amazing Canyon Network is as a competitive map.
Oh, it's honestly, it's literally the DE Dust 2 of MWO.
I don't think I know that reference.
It's Counter-Strike. That's like the main competitive Counter-Strike map, and this is the main competitive MWO map.
That's true, yeah. Always has been, basically.
Oh, we got a couple of players who are crashed. That's okay. We'll get them pulled back in. Let's kick these players out. And then we'll get them back in here.
I mean, Lermgod's in Australia, right? I mean, bad things happen there.
I know. It's crazy, man.
Just losing guys left and right.
We'll set them up.
3
We do daylight time, of course.
Sorry.
Oh, do you want to give us the numbers
No,
there?
it's 3, but you were included in that kill, so.
Yeah.
So no, 2 kills.
I don't count. I'm just in the amazing. I'm in the Dire Star, the 12 ERPPC build created originally by the Beef, and just a perfect mech if you want to go in and overheat right away.
If you want to die now.
It's a one-shot wonder.
Also, I guess before we get into the next match, we should talk about the Renegade 3s being the next tournament after the 228 Grand Prix. And sign up is available. I know it's just thrown up on the chat now, so 5 minutes from now you can go back and look for it at the mission summary. But it looks to be a good tournament, and I hope a lot of people join up for that one, because I should be streaming that one with everybody else. With no complications, I assume. At all. So let's hope for the best. But come to the MWO Comp Discord to find out more about the Renegade 3s as well as the 228 Grand Prix. And future events that'll be happening. Or to find a team.
Because there is a future for MWO. Yes, there is.
That is correct.
I feel like I'm in a commercial. Yes, there is a future for MWO. We don't know what it is, and we don't know where it'll go, but we do know it will go somewhere. I'd like to tell it where to go, but I won't.
It's okay, I got Mech 5 ready. Ready for that fresh mech game. Alright.
It's good. I'm looking forward to that Mech Warrior 5, I gotta tell you.
Because then I don't have to mute my kids, so, you know, they don't hear tear up on chat.
But the salt.
I give them enough salt, it's fine. They get it from me.
Excellent. All right, looks like we've got Team 1 locked. Krasnopesky confirming that with his team, ready to go in green. I've got all the settings set up for the teams because, well, that's my most important job and ever. And we'll be just waiting now on 228 to ready their side up. They're moving people around. They're doing it rather quickly. They know what they're doing here. They've got a plan. Good to see. We'll wait for them to green up, and then we will be off and away to conquest. The valid cap points on Canyon Network are Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon. That's right. Those Greek letters, Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon. It's so close I can taste it. Here we go.
Geo.
Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, false. Oh, I just about dropped. Okay. I'm going to have to wait for the... I just about launched us there. Crazy. All right, now we're ready. Now we're launching.
Weapons online.
Now we're
This is where 228 BlackWatch has to get down to business, because already down 2-0, winning the next 3 is an uphill battle.
They need to commit to a solid game plan. They have to do one thing or the other, not a wish-wash.
I blame Seabiscuit. It's his fault. But in a map like this, they got lots of time. Because it's not the biggest map, but it is a sizable, awesome comp map.
So for JGX, they have, it looks like majority AC2s. Let's see, AC2 Jaeger. Yeah, 4 mediums, 4 AC2s, Jaeger Mech S. They have 6 AC2 PPC Mauler for Lizzie going to Nest. They have a Flea going to get a fast cap on Epsilon. That's a Brawler Flea. They just have 2 MPL Vulcans and a Grasshopper 5J. ER large probably. But look, 228 BlackWatch is triple Uzi. They have 5 Uziels and a Grasshopper. They're pushing one side. Look at this on the Kappa side. They're just going.
Yeah, hard push in a crowded radio tower.
Panic Button is really hurt, but he has all of his teammates
He
behind
should
him.
duck back and let Dom finish the push. Ah, perfect timing, as I said it. It happened.
JGX is just forming up. Lizzie is on top of Nest, just farming them.
Great firing line.
Pasha just farming them up from the other side. 'Cause they're leaving themselves open, but they're rushing right in. They want to brawl. Here they come. We've got JGX taking up positions as they come in.
Lermgod is hurt though, 76%.
Yeah, they gotta back up quick here.
Yeah, 5 ER large grasshopper. But panic button is almost one shot at this point.
Yeah, now that they're stuck in the trench.
And now JGX is just sitting in the trench, with one Uzio going up top, being shot at as he just runs out in the open. The others are sitting in the can. It's like they don't know what to do again. It's like they make a move and then are not sure how to follow up on that
I do find that an odd. Like you said, they were pushing them back down, and then didn't commit to finishing the push.
I don't think they should have committed there, because I think that would have been suicide, walking into a concave of JGX. However, what they're doing right now is no better. So panic button 57%, literally one shot. Two of the other Uzios are very badly hurt.
It was a weird thing to do, but I mean they got Theta.
I'm not sure at this point how. I'm not sure at this point how they're going to be able to pull it back per se. It's going to be really hard. I think, honestly, at this point, they need to... It's easy for me to say because I see everything, but I think at this point, they need to just sit in the trenches. They need to get cap control and sit in the trenches and do not let fight JGX for every inch of
Oblivion.
Just like they needed to do last match.
He's balls deep in here, and Dario's about to see him if he comes towards the trench. And they're going to have all sorts of sightlines on him. Yeah, Navid sees him. Dario going in.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Adam Steiner and the Grasshopper really needs to be aggressive. They're just farming BlackWatch. Adam Steiner's finally shooting them, but...
Oh, Oblivion's so close to going down. That was a horrible place to be.
Lermgod is very hurt, though. Lizzie is... Yeah, Lizzie's somewhat hurt. Not too bad, though.
Finally taking some damage, Lizzie. Thank you for joining the party. Totok and Dom.
This is... Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is... I don't even know at this point.
It was an odd way to set things up for trying to bait JGX back to the ridge in the open.
They're getting shot at in the open again. They're just being farmed by the range max. There goes Oblivion.
They're trying to finish off Lermgod or Lizzie, but...
JGX is going to finish the concave. JGX is just going to complete the concave at this point.
You do not want to be the fish in the barrel.
What the hell, dude? It's just Adam. All the Uzios are dead. That's it. That's game.
Oh, God, Lermgod shutting down. It's a fine time. That I don't know how to explain that. That was odd.
That's it. I don't either. That's all. I almost feel like BlackWatch is throwing, legitimately so. I'm not sure why, but
It was such a weird way to start the match.
The start wasn't even that bad. They didn't even take that much damage. It was a good element of surprise, but it's like I wouldn't have pushed down that angle, and certainly like you could have pushed down the valley around Theta. That would have been a lot better, I think. And furthermore, like they stalled out. They started running away. They started being shot at in the open by JGX's arrangement. I don't even know. Damage numbers clearly indicative. Yeah. 3 of the Uzios, no more than 200. 4 of them, no more than 200. 1 of them under... Sorry, 3 of them, I can't even speak, under 100 damage.
Yep, numbers tell the story there. As we all just take a deep breath and go, whoa.
Weapons online.
Yeah, just no component destructions on the 228 BlackWatch side, but 8 from Krast. 2 from Pasha, 4 from Lizzie, 1 Navid, 1 Lermgod, only Dario not being able to destroy any components, but still getting 5 assists. Like, just... Yay. I mean, it was a solid win from JGX. Great positioning, great mechs, better shooting, better focus fire. But yeah, just 228 BlackWatch is not getting it done at all here. Like, close to getting Lermgod, but just not close enough.
They're repeating what they do in every single drop. They make an aggressive move. They may be up, they may be not. They were in the first 2. They weren't really in this one. And then they stall out and run around. I don't, for the life of me, know why. BlackWatch, guys, please, you can't do that.
Weapons online.
Yikes. Oh, we got Bear Claw coming in. Gotta give him some match time.
Yep. Swap them around a little bit. See who you can, see if they can shake it up a little bit. Just for funsies.
Yeah, I don't know, even watching the stream again, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's always nice when you come from the from the future, and then you watch it again, and you go, "Yep, that didn't work."
It just feels like they were expecting JGX to go a little bit more ham across that ridge into the bottom, but then it just would have been an even fight because they all showed up there too. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting interview because, like I said, I want to know what the hell happened on this drop.
They came in really hard in the beginning. I mean, they basically you could see them all just coming in, and then they just stopped.
Well, now we'll flip sides and see what the difference will be in this next match.
Yeah, there's going to be some thoughtful conversation over in the on 228 side, I think, after that game. Maybe an expletive or two.
They need to get Lizzie mad to the team and get the ball rolling here. Yeah, just way too many fresh mechs on the JGX Black Omen side. Like, Navid was 79%, Crass 86, Pasha 73, Dario 67, but only if Lizzie being yellow and Lermgod being red at 51, probably his torso. And that Grasshopper, so... I don't know what to say.
Well, we've got both teams ready up again. Let's see what they do for this one.
I mean, we got a little bit of time. We could look at the map strat on that.
Weapons
Absolutely.
online.
Let's look at the map strat on that.
Because yeah. Network. Aw. Because we had what? Team 2 was BlackWatch sneaking through freaking C3 to Delta 3, pushing up, going behind Radio Tower, as basically Black Omen had eyes everywhere. Pretty freaking sure. And yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely seen better out of 228, out of BlackWatch. But let's see, they've got 2 more games to pick it up and impress us.
Yeah, just looking at this on a map, it doesn't make sense to me either. Like JGX just had great points to shoot from with the nice long range, and just there was no way it was going to get close enough without taking a lot of damage coming in. Like as we saw Panic Button getting focused hard and being the tip of the spear.
We have team 1 locked, waiting on the second team. Double check our settings in this warm little map. Just delicious little canyons that you can wander your mech through and use those jump jets to jump on high.
Like it's odd because they had Theta. They could have taken Kappa and just held weird ground and then tried to force them to come take it. And used all of that medium pulse to their advantage. Just never did.
And we are good. We're dropping back into
Weapons
the game.
online.
And I have a feeling that while this is not about winning at this point, because JGX has taken it, 228 needs to rebuild a little respect here. So let's see
Weapons
how hard they're going to push it. Here comes the mechs. Let's check them out. What do you see?
I see Lizzie and a Dragon 5N, Ultra 2s, Earwatch Grasshopper, Lerm God, Pasha, ER Large. A Phoenix Hawk, MPL Phoenix Hawk, and 2 MPL Vulcans from JGX on Kappa side.
Command coming in. Capture and
For
hold
BlackWatch, they have an HGOS Victor, it looks like.
Yeah, 3 Vulcans.
2 HGOS Victors. They have 2 HGOS Victors, a PPC Blackjack, the same one they brought on mining, 3 MPL Vulcans, and it's gonna be interesting. They're gonna have to push again. They're resigning themselves to having to be aggressive again.
Yeah, you can see Oblivion and Archon taking the long way around towards Kappa. Trying to find a way to get towards the back of them, but
Little scrapping going on around Theta right now.
Tiltalk making some good shots, but taking a lot of damage in return. Down to 88%.
Some UAVs going up.
Oh, I think those Victors should have kept going around. They're coming in a bit too close.
I'm not sure if they're aware they have UAV, but Theta, that is more than likely not going to... Okay, they're not going to push. They're backing off at this point.
Is there one there? Can't see shit.
resource point Theta is ours.
Artillery strike from JGX not taking anybody.
They've taken Epsilon.
Another one from 228 just not hitting. Yeah, not getting those... 228 just not able to get those Victors in a position where they can do something.
Totok down to 76%. He's very hurt because he's trading against like 3 traders.
Beautiful strike from 228 Navid taking a hit there. But yeah, Totok got an open arm, which is not what he wants.
Yeah, he's found a nice another position. He's sitting higher using those ERPPCs.
Yeah, doing some nice work on Lermgod because he's up and high.
Oh, he makes the mistake of taking a 3rd shot from the exact same place. Not a good idea. Oh, and there's a strike on him now. He's got to chase that away.
His PPC arm is open at this point.
And he takes another shot.
The Blackjack is one shot from being stripped. He has all of his PPCs in the right arm, if you guys see, and he is one shot away from being stripped.
Oh, yeah.
T2A has moved up, but they're not moving much further up.
That is some great focus fire from JGX on Toe Talk when he was jumping out, sure.
I feel like that's rather expected, to be honest, the 2 ER large grasshoppers. Like, that's such a heavy deficit you're trading against.
Yeah, I don't know how much these victors are going to be able to get done, too. They need to get in there somewhere.
Yeah, they really need to get in there fast. They seem to be
Dom
just
taking a
kind of-
bunch of damage for some reason, just jumping in front of the JGX ER large firing line. He's pretty fresh. He didn't. I mean, he took a bunch of damage, but he's actually okay. It's spread everywhere. So
Just taking it everywhere.
That is the nature of the game.
Oh, we might have Crass coming in here. Panic Button and Dom. Oh, but they're pushing on, yeah, Lizzie and super fresh Lizzie, Navid, and Crass.
the Vulcans are just taking damage while the Victors are just sitting around Theta.
Yeah, they're just sitting low on the hill, not getting any shots off right now.
Jiffy's still looking fresh. Same with Adam and, yeah, and the Victors. It's just, yeesh. Lizzie barely being touched either.
Yeah, this is not good. They're just waiting to get for the other team to come and get them here.
Oh, that was a pretty big strike close to Toe Talk. Not hitting him from the looks of it. JGX spreading out here. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. It'd be interesting to see what they do here. Oh, and they might catch Panic Button off guard, too. Bear Claw getting a shot in.
It's a lot of cat and mouse at this point in the game. One of T2's Victors has moved up, but another one is still way behind Theta. Okay, he's moving back.
Oh, Lermgod does not see that strike on him either. Oh, just missed. Not by much.
Panic is open almost everywhere in the Vulcan.
Well, the Victor's finally getting some heat. They see Lizzie. But he's ducking back pretty quick. They're not being able to utilize.
BlackWatch has to push right now. JGX is split. They have to push right now. I'm not sure if they are.
It looks like the Victors are trying. I don't think... Can you get jump jets on those Victors?
Yeah,
Yes.
Or at least one?
I'm not sure they're even in the mindset for that.
Okay, they are pushing.
Yeah, like I said, now is the time to do it. Toe Talk trying to get the heck out of Dodge, too. Oh, they need to push, not push around. Lizzie, like, wide open in the ditch there.
No, the Victors can't peek around cover you guys. You have to just...
Lizzie taking some hard hits, 76%, but red.
Lizzie is stripped. Lizzie's completely...
Yeah, Jiffy
No,
going
no,
in
he's
for the
not.
kill there.
No. No, he's not.
Almost.
No.
He is almost stripped.
Just locking up. And he's open and
Now he's
down.
dead. That's good. That's good. They have to keep it going. But they're so far down in percentages, and now they're in the low ground. Dom and the Vulcan does die.
Yeah, there's no other good targets. Navid down to 75%. 70. Crass at 75. And they're kind of split with these Victors. Oblivion's going to be stuck trying to look at Navid and Bearclaw, and he's not going to have a good time here. They needed to pick a side. Just didn't get it off fast enough.
A little bit more aggressive scrapping going on now. People getting hungry for some kills
This
as
is
they can
just
see the
this is
damage
just
on each
clean up.
mech.
This is just
hitting
clean
bad
up.
shots.
It's over.
Panic trying to finish Pasha to get 2, but run, little blackjack.
Totak's still around.
He's suiciding. What an honorable
Trying
death.
to.
Not gonna get it off. Oh, he did. He got it off. What a beast.
Dirty. My lord. That was another oddball one. Run me through top scores on that match.
Lermgod farming the hell out of them, frankly, with 750 damage, which is to be expected because their Vulcans just ran around, took a bunch of really damage. The Vulcans really didn't do that much damage, actually. JGX's Light Force didn't do that much either, but they didn't have to because they just kind of got farmed by the heavies. Lizzie pretty much got left behind in the rotation. He got picked by BlackWatch, but then by doing so, BlackWatch forced themselves into the low ground. So it's kind of fucked if you do, fucked if you don't, to be honest. So
And that ends the fourth game.
Weapons online.
So Bowser, if you had any advice at this point for 228, what would it be?
So, in the previous 3 games, they were like running around and taking a lot of damage and not really committing. You can't do that. And then the 4th game, they just like the Vulcans took way too much damage for free. Basically, I'm not sure why either, but so they just need to avoid taking damage for free. That's really what it comes down to. You win the game if you do more damage than the enemy does, and by taking free damage and not doing it, it's just basics. I'm not trying to be insulting at all. Obviously, Blackwatch knows this. At least I think they do. But it's like, then they're not doing it. Why are they not doing it? They need to do that. Like, they need to stop taking damage for free, and they need to actually commit to cover, commit to his strat, not just run out in the open when JGX has ER large and AC2s.
Keep talking, I gotta pee.
So we're switching now to Solaris City. This will be the final game. 4 games going to JGX, who will be dropping themselves into second place, with third place going to 228 Blackwatch. But in the meantime, we'll see them play it out here. Would like to see 228 again pick it up, starting to root for the underdogs here. And Solaris will be featuring the 3 cap points of Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon. Yes, Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon, when you just don't care about Gamma or Sigma. So Bowser, at this point, do you think that JGX is going to play it a little bit looser and just take it easy, or are they just going to continue to pummel?
If I was them, I'd continue to fumble. I'd close it out.
It's
So,
just the competitive nature.
absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see both teams setting up here, and we will drop it shortly. Shouldn't take them long, and then we'll have our final here for you. System will be back in just a moment with some more numbers for you. So Bowser's standout player so far in these games.
Well, I feel like it's relatively expected. Lizzie hasn't done as much so far. First drop and the last drop, but Lermgod is definitely one of JGX's stronger players, and he has been showing that. So
yeah,
I don't feel like commenting on like anybody who's specifically amazing or anything like that, because like all these players are, I would say, very good, even the less experienced ones on BlackWatch. But Lermgod is definitely been proving why he's one of the best JGX players.
Yeah, definitely a good day for him, and to be expected with somebody that talented.
Okay, I'm done yelling at my kids. Because that's what every broadcaster does, right? Right?
Of course.
What I miss? Anything good?
Absolutely. I think probably the best few moments of this entire cast were just took place while you were out of the room,
thanks.
system. But be sure to check out the video on demand, and you too can figure out what was said in your absence.
Thanks. So I gotta pay for that? It's an extra charge?
Pretty much.
Figures.
Looks like 228 is going to leave me as their 6th member. Well, let me just get my direwolf ready. Going to feel robbed in a minute when they bring in their 6th player. And take that valuable spot away from me. Oh, there it is. All right. Sadness is mine.
Weapons online.
So, yet again, another opportunity to watch some really great players. And not everybody's going to have their best day every day, except, of course, Bowser. But they didn't let him play in this this part of the tournament. So, unfortunately, he's just not in there. But he's with us, right, Bowser?
Yes.
Just advising you to Pickle that I'll be taking his place.
I mean, they're gonna have to take all the help they can. Okay, everything is updated. JGX 24 kills to 228 BlackWatch's 5 for nothing. I feel like they had closer matches against you guys, against EMP. Like, what the heck is going on here against JGX? And, like, JGX has guys in the worst possible time zones too. Like, they are 228 is prime time guys. They're all, well, I can't say all of them. I assume they're all, you know, North American seaboard. Like, I don't want to know what time it is for Lizzie. It's atrocious o'clock is what it is. Take it a sail. Take it. Bowser is the only guy who's officially allowed to swear. So, me and Blue don't get that type of love around here.
No, we don't get that. No, in fact, I've actually forgotten how. I'm going to have to be refreshing myself on expletives after this game. It's been a tournament of, well, just clean talking for me. But that's really what I'm all about, isn't it, system?
I mean, it's just a frazzle, snack, and mess out there, so... Yeah, 228 got everybody here. Just moving some guys. Hopefully they got their strategy figured out this time.
Need a Pickle volunteering me as the sacrificial lamb of the game. You're going to send me out as a decoy. Don't tell JGX.
So I guess while we got some time, we should remind everybody, if you've got a big team, you can apply for the 228 Grand Prix. There will not be any Div A MRBC MOR teams in it, to my knowledge. And then look into the Renegade 3s, because that should be a nice, fun tournament for everybody. I was excited, I wanted to play in it so bad, but I want to cast it as well, because I think it's going to be something awesome. Since I believe it is a weekend event as well. But all the details are on the MW Comp Discord, which should be available in the Twitch chat if somebody posts it up for me. Come on, well, Ash can do it. Ash is here, he's around. We miss you, Ash. Hang out more often.
Speaking of expletives. All right. Little misunderstanding there, and just confirming that yes, indeed, 228 is locked, so we're going to move things around.
Just checking out the pre-action on ESPN 8, The Ocho. I mean, it was good. There was a lot of more damage destruction, component destruction, damage destruction from 228 in that last match. I mean, there was a full 6 damage components destroyed.
We're all locked, we're ready to go, and we're launching into Solaris City. This is Conquest. I know that's a surprise
Weapons
to all of you because
online.
we've been doing that all tournament. Solaris, you have Kappa, Theta, and Epsilon as options, but this isn't going to be about capping. I'll give you about a 99.9% chance of that, plus about 0.01. So here we go, and when we land, we'll find out who has chosen what mech. And, well, we just won't ever know why unless we ask.
I mean, what are you thinking, Bowser? You think they got to bring a rush deck and commit to this one?
They have to. They need to do something radical if they want to pull this shit off. They need to do something radical. Do I think they're gonna do it? No, not really. We're gonna find out.
It's been tough
Though.
since the last matches haven't gone really one way or the other. It's been dominant by JGX. But dropping right in front of me is 228. Need a pickle. Adam Archon Steiner. A bunch of guys with some Thanatos.
Okay, this is interesting. They have 2 MPL Crabs, 2 MPL Wolfhounds, and HGR Thanatos and Victor. With JGX having, is this 3 LB10 Roughneck? Yes, it is. 2 3 LB10 Roughnecks, 3 6 MPL Uziels, and then a PPC Blackjack for good measure.
Did they really? A Crass and a Blackjack? That's just getting rude.
I'm sorry, no, he is in a 6 MPL Blackjack. He was in on drop 2 or 3. He was in the same, no, drop 2. He was in the same thing. So JGX is just full hard commit, and these LBX are gonna shred the HGOSs on 228 side torsos. This is gonna be very, very
these
interesting.
Roughnecks are built to destroy.
What JGX is doing is what 228 needs to be doing, flat out.
Taking the high ground? Or staying.
No, as you see, they're all balled up. They're balled up. They're taking MPL LBXs. They've committed to a full deck with a full plan. And as I believe, we will see, they are going to execute it.
Totok does see their position, letting his team know.
Dario just getting grazed there by something. Might have been that strike. It didn't look like it hit him, though. Yeah, Panic and Eat a Pickle trying to peek out towards Lizzie. And Bearclaw.
Only a little bit of damage taken by Dom in that last strike.
Yeah, the rest of 228, the other 4 that aren't Wolfhounds, swinging around trying to hit the rear side, might be able to fucking Dario in a bad position here, maybe as well as Lermgod, but the rest of Black Omen is still close together, so it's not going to be beneficial enough. Dom and Dario going at it here, but I just didn't have the friends with them.
Situate needs to be careful. They're about to push into a JGX concave right now.
Yeah, they got a lot of firing lines going here. I kind of feel you on that. 228 is just not in a good position here. Oblivion's hurt everywhere, too. The dual heavy Gauss Thanatos.
Yeah, Oblivion is just taking a bunch of damage. Like, it's just, they're just repeating. Rinse, repeat of every single match tonight. They're just taking damage.
Although need a pickle here with Crass and Bear Claw. And Panic Button.
Need a pickle, 76%. Caught out in the open. He's almost open CT. He is open CT. Like, Oblivion SK is dead. Like, they're just taking damage. All they do is take damage all night long. That has been their theme for tonight, is just taking damage.
I mean...
Now they're being crossfired in the middle. They're being forced into the corner. This is going to be a stop.
Yeah, none of JGX is hurt really bad at this point.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
Yeah, Dominant almost going down. Neither Pickle 70%. Panic 72.
I love those triple LBX 10 roughies. They are awesome.
Oh, JGX pushing hard right.
Victor is halved. One shot. CT in the rear. This is going to die quickly. Is it? It's just cleanup. It's going to be a 6-0. 100%. This is going to be a 6-0.
Yeah, Dom getting back shot. Need a Pickle being left. Going down. Just Panic and Totok left.
Yep. Totok gonna take out Totok again by the looks of it. Here it comes.
I honestly am not sure if BlackWatch is intentionally throwing at this point. I feel like they have to be almost. I don't understand what their game plan is.
It's gotta be disappointing when you lose the third one. And you know that's it. The last two you're just playing out for funsies, right?
Enough resources. We've failed.
I guess if you don't actually care about it, then sure, but it seems like maybe they just didn't care or don't care. And damages are entirety of BlackWatch under 200. All they do is take damage without doing it.
Yeah, nobody on BlackWatch over 200 there.
That's
The Victor's not even getting to do the work. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I want to make sure these guys are coming here. Tell me what the frick was going on here.
I don't either. I have no idea what to even say.
well, I do. Well, actually, no, I don't either. Sorry. And that's the end of the games.
JGX taking a 5-0 win.
All right, so we are dropping the lobby. We will pick up the team captains, have a little chat with them, see what happened in these games,
Weapons online.
and try and find out what happened.
Yeah, just waiting for him to show up. Oh, what the? There we go. Yeah, 228 not getting any components destroyed in this one again, and from those damage numbers, I just it's almost with how much people know how to play in this Div A. Sweet lord. Like JGX, Lermgod had 2, Bearclaw had 2, Pasha had 5, Dario had 2, Lizzie had 4, Kras had 3 with that blackjack. Like, they at least had some team damage with 15 and 22, but the only one that's hurt is Lermgod, 68%. And he was yellow somewhere. I just can't believe how that went down. I mean, they definitely brought a solid deck with the Roughnecks and, like you said, with the Uziels, but
They brought a deck that synergized together and perfectly synced up. 228's decks are not bad, not by any stretch of the imagination. I would say the decks are pretty good. I personally do not like the reliance on heavy Gauss. I think the heavy Gauss mechs are extremely fragile and just
in a tournament where you have to use
but
the Victor, I think so too, yeah. You want to bring heavy Gauss, you need something a little bit more armory?
It's just too easily focused is the problem. Yeah, the Victor is very squishy and the Thanatos is also very squishy, so they can't really tank, to be honest.
Mr. Krasnopesky, well done.
Hello. Thank you.
Weapons
I don't want
online.
to say that it's easy for you guys, but
Yeah, I mean, I think 228 had a little bit of difficulty with the time scheduling, just because we weren't meant to play. So I think that threw them off a fair bit, and we had pretty much our top team here tonight. That showed.
Yeah, because you guys, I mean, you got Lizzie and way over there. How many time zones are you guys in? Lermgod's Aussie, isn't he?
Yeah, well, myself, Pasha and Lerm are all Australians, but only Lerm's the only one left in
You
Australia.
guys just some awful times too. So like,
Yeah,
they
Lizzie
should
in
have
Russia.
had the advantage on this one.
Apart from Lizzie, I think it was all right. Like for Australia at the moment, it's midday. Or like morning on a Sunday, so that's all right. Lizzie's the only one who has to really stay up at a not a very nice hour. He just went straight to bed. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I think the heavy Gorse doesn't work as well again at like a top level.
I firmly believe it is awful because
Yeah.
they're extremely easily neutered. It's like, here's one thing: if it was like Annihilators, fine, because Annihilators are really tanky, blah blah blah. But a Victor with no side torso armor, no buffs at all, the Thanatos massive side torsos, you end up with mechs that can't really take damage, and yet they're your tonnage. It's just like it doesn't work.
Yeah, and I mean,
And it's really interesting that 228 has been sticking to it throughout literally this entire tournament.
did they play the heavy Gorse against you guys?
Actually, I don't think they did. I want to say they didn't, but pretty much everybody else they did. So
Yes, yeah, I did see them play it against everyone else, and it obviously worked. But I think when at a sort of top level in this regard, the heavy Gorse is, like you said, especially on the Victors, they've got no side torso armor, so we were just shooting their side torsos off.
yeah,
They've only got
yeah,
some
and because
structure.
you have LB10s, it's just like boop, 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 you're gone.
Yeah, well, in
Like,
that one, yeah, you just push them. Yeah. No, I mean for the ISC, obviously the meta was very medium pulse heavy,
mhm.
so we took plenty of medium pulse mechs every wave, and well, I mean, for instance, with the Uzeal rush, we anticipated that they would do it on Canyon, and we were right. So we had basically a counter deck to that, and it worked out fine. So that was that. I don't know, I think we just watched 228s how they played, and they didn't really change it up against us.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main part that comes down to, rather than anything else. We watch their games, which everyone can watch them. They're up on this Twitch, and we saw what they've been doing, and they seem to pretty much do the same thing. They didn't really change much up.
I mean, I noticed that too. Like even in our match, EMP versus 228, like they didn't really change things up.
Yeah, because you
very
guys
much
played on
from other matches and
two
stuff like
mining,
that.
two
So
Solaris, and Grim.
yes.
Yeah, and I mean, like for instance, when we played before we played EMP, we played different decks on purpose. Like because
We did the same thing. We did exactly the same thing. So
yeah, we played random different decks, and we lost a drop or two because of it, even though you guys didn't. And then we sort of brought out what we felt were our strongest decks when we needed to. Because if you just play the same way all the time at a top level, the top teams will just watch it and simply counter you. They go, okay, they do this, this, and this, and then you can't do much about it. Like if you get countered in the mech lab, it's one of those things. It's very difficult.
At the same time, if you go back and watch the games, I believe it's much more than just the mech lab. I had a different perspective on it, obviously, but I don't think it was just the mech lab at all. At the very least, the situation could be improved just by how you do it in the match, even if you are hard killed in the mech lab.
Yeah. Well, for instance, the one thing that stuck out to me was they did this Uzeal push, and they got up pretty close to us.
Mm-hmm.
But with that sort of push on that map, you can't. There's no ability to back out of it.
Yeah, you don't run away and then just start
Yeah.
getting farmed, but your largest AC2's in the open. That's not how that works.
Yeah,
That's
you
never
can't-
how that works.
They had to probably
At
they
that
had to spread
situation,
out
I
and then jump
believe-
over the top.
I agree. At that situation, and then I think there were also a couple mechs that were up closer for JGX, probably the mediums, and I think at that point they could have just used the Uzil's higher mounts to just try and do what damage they could. Something to that effect. Something to that effect would have been better what they attempted to do.
Yeah, but I was really happy. I think we played really well tonight as a team. We
I would agree.
we're obviously not as, I suppose, not
The
as
only sorry, to interrupt.
experienced. Yeah, just one. Yeah, we're obviously not as experienced overall as a group together. But I think going throughout the tournament that we've gelled a bit better and we know how each other plays more now. So that worked out pretty well. I
I
was
would
happy
agree
with
with that as well.
My only major question was Annihilator Lizzie on drop 1. How come he was playing so passively and didn't really contribute much to the overall win?
Well, essentially, it was designed to try and make them push into Lizzie. That's why he was playing passively at the start, and then throughout the middle of the game, I don't know why exactly we're playing KG with him. I suppose because it's so much tonnage. It definitely wasn't Lizzie itself. We were directing Lizzie around a bit,
Right.
So it wasn't.
I had a feeling to that effect. Having played
Yeah.
him off and on for years and years and years at this point, I had a feeling to that effect. But
Yeah, he's a lot more aggressive in nature, so he would have gone in there and done a lot more. Lizzie wasn't too happy that he didn't do too much damage in that drop.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah.
No, he wasn't the happiest that he. And then he was like, I think I did catch a tiny bit of the stream while we were waiting in between games, and as you did call out, like he did get out. Lizzie got out rotated and jumped upon in the dragon, but that did seal their fate because
Yes, it did. And I
they
believe
immediately were in a low ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I mentioned this too. It's like fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. At that point, you stay high, get farmed by your larges. You kind of have to get in the low ground. But then it's like they went right, they killed Lizzie, then they went right. You guys had a concave. It's just like again, fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. It's really hard.
It's a very bad situation that got in. So Lizzie was the unfortunate bait in that one as well. I was happy. I am disappointed that I suppose for ISC I would have liked to see. Well, I would have liked to see round 7, which basically only 228 and us fought in the end, and I would have liked to see from that some sort of final series. I thought that would have been really nice to see. So if they do perhaps an ISC 3 in the future, that might be something to look at. Playing actually like a playoffs after the Swiss rounds would be nice. Yeah. Overall, I was happy with the tournament. It was nice to play.
I would say you guys did pretty well tonight. It was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was good to watch.
How did it look from the cockpit perspective, Violent?
Yes.
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 I need a scotch.
I hope it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would have. Did you didn't? I remember a long time ago. I think it was Jay-Z and some other people did a small cam. It might be someone else. Maybe I'm incorrect. So they had the overall main cam, and then they actually had a cockpit spectator in a small cam on the actual stream, like in the sort of corner.
That would have been nice. That's definitely something we can reach for. It's always a challenge, though. We've got to make sure that the first priority's got to go to a clear stream of the game.
What? No PowerPoint?
And sometimes the other. No PowerPoint. I know. We tried to do PowerPoint this time. I don't know what people had. But yeah, it was interesting. Normally I have, I can pop into, obviously when you're in the position of spectator, you can either have an overarching camera or pop in as spectator. I do actually prefer being in spectator mode because you really just get that feel for, that pop up and those shots that go out and, taking a blow. And of course, that as a player, that's my favorite position to be in.
I mean, you can check my Patreon, help donate, and we can get this rolling. And do cosplay.
New CPU? Or GPU, I should say. Or
no,
both,
that's fine.
probably.
My settings were rubbish, or my internet's rubbish, one or the other.
Now, do you guys have Bob up there? He's going to talk a bit about the the comp and how it was
Yeah,
successful and
finish up
whatnot.
with the competition.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, well, I'll head off.
Always a
Again,
pleasure,
great
President.
win. Beautiful 5-0 win, making second place.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for casting, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Bob.
Hey,
Is
how's it
great
going?
yourself?
Oh, fantastic.
We can hear it.
Did you get a chance to watch that one?
Well, that's good to know. I did actually, and yikes. That's all I gotta say.
I think a lot of people are feeling that same
Big
way.
yikes.
It was a bit odd.
That was the comment we needed when you were saying, "How do you feel?" Yikes! There we go. Thank you.
Well, I feel great personally, but that match was yikes.
I'm gonna update my shoutcaster sheet here of things to say. Yikes!
Yeah.
There you go.
The quick reference guide for shoutcasters. Yikes! Holy. Oh wait, I have to. Somebody strike that off my sheet.
Thankfully.
Oops, that was not supposed
Only
to be on
Bowser's
there.
allowed that one.
That's right. Special privileges, man.
So how
There you
did
go. Just Roger, top dog.
So how did the tournament run for you guys? It work out all right? Things didn't kind of pan out the way
Yeah,
you...
I think absolutely. I think it went fantastic. So we had a lot of sign up participation. We had no teams that left the tournament overall. We had a couple close calls, but they all stuck through it, played out well. Had a couple rough spots in the middle of it, particularly with HPG, but I feel like we could have handled that a little bit better, but I think it still worked out well in the end. And I feel like everyone really enjoyed the tournament from all the feedback we've been getting. Obviously, a couple exceptions, but I think it went really well. I really enjoyed having all these teams come together and play in our tournament, get our name out there, get everyone playing competitive, and to prove that MechWarrior ain't dead.
It's true, yeah.
So just been having a good freaking time with this tournament.
MechWarrior's not dead. BattleTech's not dead, and it won't be. And
Not a
we're gonna go through iterations, and there's got to be some evolution in any game, in any business. I think we all have to accept that, and
Exactly.
we also have to accept that sometimes people don't have the right words to do the right publicity, but that's okay. The community itself is going to stay.
Oh,
It's just
absolutely.
and it's a matter of what tools do we have at our disposal, what can we do with mechs, and it's having tournaments like this is what keeps it alive for a lot of us.
Exactly. And some people live to play competitive. I'm one of those guys. I don't play quick play much anymore, but competitive, man, I'm all over that. So it's really good just seeing all these new tournaments coming up. Also, like we got 3 more that just up and came. Just like, hey, these are happening pretty soon. I think it's absolutely awesome. Awesome to see.
What the heck do you play if you don't play quick play?
I play private lobbies and competitive.
You don't make any money that way, and I'm sure
We also
that.
We also
Yeah.
play private lobbies. Different units do different things with practicing. Clan Widowmaker actually has a Friday night fight club where we all drink, play loud music, and do 1v1s in private lobbies.
Hey, there you
And it's everything. It's like unfair matchups. It's like good players versus new players, and small, commandos versus atlases. We don't care. We just mix
Right,
it up,
just
have
a
fun.
good time. Exactly.
And like many things, the more alcohol, the better it looks. So but we just have a good time, right?
And the more alcohol involved in making the idea, the more fun it is, right?
Exactly.
So was there anything from this tournament that stuck out for you?
That stuck out for me, I think, really just seeing the diversity and change in the meta for the mechs actually being used. It started off, very brawly, and then it went to a much longer range game, at least in the mid to lower level. And then it was kind of fun playing against the higher seed teams. My team in particular, I thought we did a lot better than I thought we normally would have against those like high Div B, Div A teams. And I think it was just a really fun and a good chance for everyone to play everyone at a different skill level. So that probably stuck out to me the most was just being able to actually play them in a competitive setting and actually doing well. So that's probably the biggest thing for me.
Oh, that's good then, yeah. And again, we thank you for hosting the tournament and taking care of everybody. It was a fun tournament to play in and enjoy, so...
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
absolutely.
I kind of agree
Yeah, great feedback.
with Cross that we needed a week 7 just for another more level match, but it's the way it is, right?
Yeah, we're we got a couple ideas that we're gonna be doing for the next iteration of ISC, which will definitely be happening. We're not sure when. Want to hear on when World Tournament is going to happen, and then more is going to happen. We kind of want to just make sure that we're not putting all the eggs in one basket immediately, and we don't have like 6 tournaments running at once. But we definitely have some ideas for the next tournament. One of that is after the end of like maybe 6 weeks of Swiss, maybe go 2 weeks of round robin for the finals. So that's definitely something that we want to do.
Yeah, that would be something like that could work. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and just give a little bit extra diversity to it, just having a little more matches at the high level. So like this week wouldn't have normally happened, except we wanted to get that third week playing. So really glad it did happen, even if it was painful to watch. It was still great to see that last match going on, and the teams willing to fight each other for that third place spot.
Yeah.
Well, third and second technically, but yeah.
For the number one not EMP spot.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you came. I'm glad you gave us some insight to the tournament, and I actually look forward to hearing your interview with Coz and Indigo. Either you or Callan, I assume, are going to discuss the tournament finish up with him as well.
Yep. Indigo and I and the guys at IMP, we're all going to be meeting all together. Callan, myself, 2 guys at IMP. We're all going to be meeting up, talking about the tournament, what we saw, all that fun jazz. So it'll be a fun podcast to listen to, that's for sure.
Sweet.
Is there anything else you want to discuss, Bob, or are you all good?
I don't know. You guys got anything for me?
Miles, you got anything?
No.
Cool. In that case, I got nothing. But once again, thank you all for casting all the matches that you did get cast. I think it was awesome to see it out there. Frame stuttering and all. I think it was awesome to still have you out there casting it, even if it was like partial radio cast. It was just fun.
PowerPoints, shoutcast, radio cast. Boy, we just missed a match cast.
Right? We got it all. We got it all. But yeah,
good.
thank you so much for
Variety.
casting on that. Exactly. It's a variety stream. That's what it is.
Like the Muppet Show.
I mean, we got mech painting coming up soon, so stay live.
Oh, there you go.
Well, thanks again. Thanks for having it, and good luck. I hope you guys do it again in the future.
For sure. Thank you again, and we'll hope to see you in the next iteration of ISC or more, or 228 SGP or whatever next summer's coming up. Hope to see you.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Till later.
Take care.
So again, that was a great win for JGX Black Omen over 228 BlackWatch. And I'd like to remind everybody to keep their eyes peeled to the floor and look forward to the 228 Grand Prix if you have a group of 6 guys or more to play with, or Renegade 3s a little bit after that, as these will be weekend events that will be able to be played and cast and hopefully done nice and easily and pretty evenly across the board. So stay tuned, check out the Discord, and hang out.
That's right. And now the end is near, so System Belmont will sing I Did It My Way. Go ahead, System.
My throat. It's no good tonight. Sorry. I'd like to thank Bowser and Violent Blue for joining me tonight for this. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And I hope everyone has a good night. We'll talk to you all later.
Good night. Take care, all.
Peace.